Hello everyone, today we are talking about Quant QNT, and Gilbert Verdian said, the CEO of Quant, that QNT is at the core of everything that we are doing. This is correct. For example, if you think about another blockchain company like Ripple, for example, when Brad Garnhouse is meeting with other representatives from other financial institutions, or Ripple is just involved with another entity, does not always necessarily mean that XRP is involved. When you think about Quant, when they're actually relying on Quant as their interoperability solution, connecting legacy systems to blockchain, to DLT, the overledger cannot function without QNT. So the majority of the time when I make a video on Quant, QNT is involved with this information, not just Quant Network themselves. That's what I'm going to talk about at the start of today's video. Then just recent news with Quant in the market. If that interests you, leave a like down below. And without further ado, here we go. Okay, so number one, every partner / client. So not only do the partners rely on Quant for interoperability, when you think about the clients involved that they provide. So for example, Oracle, 430,000 clients, $42 billion in revenue. As I just said, the overledger cannot function without QNT. Also, when you think about the recent partnership with UST Global, digital consulting for a good majority of the global 1,000. Number two, products. For example, product multi-ledger tokens, minting multi-DLT stablecoins from fiat funds. This solution is offered to banks, fintechs. And the solution goes where you see fiat funds held in escrow from financial institutions and the same amount of tokens minted on private DLT. And before we hop into any actual news, I'm going to play a little clip from Gilbert going into detail for around a minute.
Of the network. So the QNT token is at the core of everything that we're doing. And what happens is if you own gateways and you run this on the network, when you process transactions, you get paid in QNT. It's a great ecosystem that we're building, and this will evolve. We want to make it the currency and the payment option for all the data and the transactions that are being put on the network, so people can actually trade in QNT, and it can be used for hundreds and hundreds of use cases around AI, data. If you want to do an MDAP on payments, if you want to do an MDAP as an exchange, if you want to do anything, computes, if you want to create like an AWS equivalent on the Overledger network, all of this is possible. So QNT has just become that pure utility token that can be used for everything.
If you catched it, he mentioned AI there, artificial intelligence. This was over a year and a half ago. Obviously, AI has been a big talking point for the past decade, but recently with ChatGPT, people have been switched on to the actual potential of AI, what it can bring, good or bad. Also, beware for these fake accounts, Quant staking Christmas. This is not real. Do not be fooled by this. You can tell by the actual O being the actual number, not the actual letter. Beware of that. Also, Gilbert has tweeted this. Report these actual accounts. Beware. Also, in the Discord, someone got an email from Stellar for staking. This is not real. Do not click. The link to the Discord Digital Wealth Society is linked down below. First piece of information of the day, pretty much the first piece. So, Open CBDC to process 1.84 million transactions per second. That is insane. As Boston Fed MIT collab is complete. Now, with the facts available, we know that the Overledger powers digital pound, digital euro, and the digital dollar. And when you just think about the connection needed between a CBDC system, a stablecoin system, to an ISO 2022 compatible infrastructure by a smart contract on DLT, the solution is right in front of us. Also, the breadcrumbs in last video when it comes to MIT, on a paper, implementing a CBDC, where MIT Quant is involved, they refer to the multi-ledger token referenced at the start of the video that can run on a CBDC or stablecoin. It's also no secret that they have collaborated with MIT Research Lab. I'm not saying it, but I am saying it, but I'm not saying it, right? Also, when you think about the Overledger, the applications include management of CBDC development and stablecoin minting. Here we have adoption grows with more than $7 trillion settled with stablecoins in 2022. So it previously was, last year, 6 trillion settled in 2021, then 1 trillion settled the year before. Insane growth. Just look at the difference between 2019 and 2022. It really makes you imagine what's going to happen in 2023, 2024. Everyone talks about enterprise, but management of stablecoins is very important. Allowing these stablecoins to run both on private and public blockchains simultaneously. Even if you think forward to the future when it comes to central banking infrastructure, for example, stablecoin like HSBC, a HSBC pound, so to speak. Quant therefore have an involvement. Lastly, we have a tweet here, not to Quant, just inspiration when it comes to market. If you're still invested in this market, still interested, I am proud of you. Here of Crypto Nagato, the bear market is not the end of crypto. It is simply the beginning of the end, or the end of the beginning. Things are about to get real pretty fast. This space is about to change the whole world, and it will do it with or without you. Choose your side carefully. In regards to Quant, they have solved a problem, interruptibility, and they solved it a while ago. The opportunity with Quant, QNT, is growing day by day as everyone is talking about prices going down to these very, very low predictions with technical analysis. So I ask you guys a question. In your opinion, how low roughly do you think QNT can go? And the most voted answer is $80 to $60. And these will be generational buying opportunities. Generational buying opportunities. Also, do not get caught into the loop of waiting for lower and lower and lower prices, because especially letting other people's opinions influence your actions. For example, when I was buying at $50 and $45 per QNT, if I let other people's opinions influence my actions, I would not have bought all, because everyone was telling me not to buy and wait for lower prices. And I think the majority of those people missed out on these lower sort of positions. So the best plan for me, in my opinion, is to chip away slowly, so you're not missing those prices, but you're not, you don't have any cash on the side whether we go down even further, because you never know what is going to happen within this market. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Even in reference to the thumbnail, notice how my face is pretty much the same. I'm not smiling. It's the yin and the yang, the summer and the winter. It is needed, the process. We are in winter. Take advantage of the opportunity we have right now with QNT. But if you made it as far in today's video, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.